starting off this makeup look, I'm going to be priming my face with my Smashbox primer water, and then I'm going to go on top of that with my Loreal Spackle primer. For foundation, I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Porcelain, and I'm blending that in with my Real Technique sponge.
Summer days burn me out, love just brings me down. Go inside like winter leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting brown, baby, drink your night away, maybe we will not regret it.
To brighten up my under eye, I'm taking this Revlon Photoready Eye Brightener.
No one tells us what's done wrong, 'cause it's just me and you. Yeah, it's just me and you.
For concealer, I'm taking the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Fair, and the foundation and this concealer are like a match made in heaven. They are so good together. And then I'm just going to be blending out my concealer with my Morphe E8. Now I'm just going over everything to make sure that my foundation and concealer are blended nicely together and I can pick up any additional product. To contour my nose and my lips, I'm using this Loreal concealer stick in the shade Deep. I had a brain fart. And then I'm just going to be blending it out with my usual like nose blending brush thingy. To highlight the center of my nose, I'm using the L'Oreal concealer stick in the shade Light, and then I'm just blending that in and then going over my entire nose with my damp sponge. To set my under eyes, I'm using this e.l.f., I'm not sure what it's called, it's like under eye powder or something, but first I'm going through making sure that I don't have any creases, and then I'm using my Morphe E46 or E48 brush, not sure, to set. To get started on my eyes, I'm taking the Lorac Unzipped palette and I'm going to be going in with the shade called Undercover first, and I'm just going to buff this all over my eyelids. Next, I'm going to be taking the shade called Unconditional. I really like this shade. It might be one of my favorites in this palette. And then I'm just going to be buffing this into my crease, kind of like a transition shade, but I am going to be building it up about 3 or 4 times.
Come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting brown, baby, drink your night away, and maybe we will not regret it. You will not regret me. Laying down under the sun, burning love 'cause we are young. No one tells us what's done wrong, 'cause it's just me and you.
To deepen up my crease in my outer V, I'm going to be taking the shade called Unbrittled. What does that mean? I'm going to have to Google that word after this. I have never heard that before in my life. Anyways, so I'm just going to continue to pat the shade on the outer V and then blend it out and then pat some more and blend it out. And I did build this color up a few times as well. Now I'm just going in with a clean blending brush and just blending around the edges so I don't have any harsh lines. Now I just switched to a Makeup Geek pencil brush and I took the Unbrittled shade again, and I just wanted to deepen up that outer V some more, so I'm using the pencil brush so I can be a little bit more precise, and then I'll go in and blend it out with my original blending brush. And now I'm just going to take a little bit more of the Unconditional shade and just kind of like buff around that Unbrittled shade. Now I'm going to be switching over to the Makeup Geek Vegas Lights palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade called Desert Sands. This is the most perfect mustard shade ever made, I swear. And I'm just going to be putting this kind of on my inner corner to the center of my lid. Now to deepen up my outer V, I'm going to take the shade Untamed on the same pencil brush and just work that on the outer corner. And then back over everything with a clean blending brush. Now I'm going to go in with this Milani eyeshadow in the shade 19 Bella Rouge, and I'm just going to work it on my lower lash line. Laying down under the sun, burning love 'cause we are young. No one tells us what's done wrong, 'cause it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Now I'm taking the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Drift. I thought it said Dirt when I first saw it, but yeah, okay. Anyways, blonde moment. And I'm just placing this Super Shock Shadow, oh my gosh, say that 10 times. I'm just going to work this shade on top of the Milani Bella Rouge shade. Now I'm going to be going in with this Vegas Lights palette, and I took the shade Casino, and I'm just going to be working that on top of the Desert Sands shadow with my finger. Now I'm going to be taking this Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to be mixing a little bit of the Champagne Pop and a tiny bit of Prosecco Pop for my inner corner highlight and my brow highlight. It's just me and you. Now to set my foundation, I'm taking this Too Faced Cocoa Powder foundation in the shade Light, and I'm using my Too Faced Teddy Bear powder brush. Now to bronze up my face, I took this Morphe bronzer palette in this shade right here, and I'm just applying it with my Morphe E3. Now I'm going to be taking this shade right here to contour with.
Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting brown, baby, drink your night away. Maybe we will not regret it, you will not regret me. Laying down under the sun, burning love.
For blush, I'm going to be taking this Tarte color wheel, and I'm mixing these two shades right here. They're called Ironic and Icon, and I'm applying them with my Morphe E4 brush. And now I'm going in with Champagne Pop for my highlight, and I'm using my Smashbox fan brush. Now I'm taking the shade right here. It's called Crafty, and I'm going to be using this for my nose highlight just because the Champagne Pop is a little bit too dark for my skin tone right now. Now I'm just curling my eyelashes, and I'm going to be applying some mascara. I went ahead and did my brows off camera, and I just used my e.l.f. brow creams and my Anastasia brow gel. Moving on to lips, I'm going to be lining my lips with this Too Faced Perfect Lips lip liner in the shade Perfect Berry. Oh my goodness. I don't think they make these lip liners anymore, and it makes me really sad because the Perfect Nude shade is one of my favorite nude lip liners. So sad day, but I love this shade. Now I'm going to be going in with this Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Corset. This is probably, again, another favorite. This is like my favorite metallic liquid lipstick I own. The shade is to die for. It is so gorgeous. I love it. Now I'm going to be applying my House of Lashes Iconic off camera. Okay guys, this look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this Thanksgiving inspired makeup look. And if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you would like to see more of me. I hope you guys all have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you guys later. Bye!